Time to go fight some Heartless now. We've got some training. Wait, what? Why are we using that Keyblade? Why are we using the shooting star? What? I don't even have that equipped!
Interesting. Gravity. Not binding.
Can somebody explain why this cutscene suddenly gives me the shooting star Keyblade? Oh, that's why.
Hey, wait.
That is
Laser
why.
hands can be projectiles. Ha!
Honeybells could also do that, I guess, but maybe this is pre-rendered? This doesn't look very pre-rendered.
Oh, change the weapon, change the attack.
None of this is still going to help you guys with Heartless. I want you to know that. Because you still can't kill a Heartless without a Keyblade.
Whoa. Freeze attack. Fire and ice. Diametrically opposed. Or so we thought!
Fred is definitely my second favorite character after Baymax.
Thanks, Sora. That should be enough data.
For what? New strategies, yeah. You're going to be stronger with those new strategies, yeah. Still not going to help you against the Heartless. And we have the Ohana Hardbinder. I still haven't used Ariel's summon. Probably should have done that in that fight when we got into this world. And I realized that. Because we had a little bit of trouble with that, if you remember. Yeah, definitely should have used Ariel there. That probably would have helped a lot. Because I think you're invulnerable while you're using that specific summon anyway. My man is really Tony Starking it up. I mean, he is. He just is like a teenage Tony Stark. Like, if you told me that Big Hero 6 somehow was an alternate universe version of Iron Man, there would be a lot of things wrong with that theory. but at least that little part of it would make some amount of sense.
That should do it.
We interrupt your scheduled program to deliver this breaking news. Moments ago, the city's South District was attacked by numerous unidentified creatures. Witnesses described losing sight of victims during the mayhem. Many also said they saw strange floating heart symbols in the vicinity
No
of
shit.
missing victims. City police are urging citizens to stay at home. For those just joining us, only minutes ago, the South District was attacked by...
Go time!
Yeah, for Sora, Donald, and Goofy, because again, the rest of you all pretty goddamn useless. Wait, is Sora still wearing the... Is Sora always wearing the AR goggles in this world? First things first. We gotta do a thing. In the workshop, sure, yeah, sure, we got a thing, we got another thing, we got more things. We gotta go to the Keyblade Forge, and Wheel of Fate actually ain't that bad. Hold on a moment. 8 and 5 at level 3. We might have a new physical Keyblade on our hat. Yeah, we definitely do. Because if I upgrade this, it becomes 8 and 6. I need more Damascus. It seems like Wheel of Fate definitely is a stronger physical Keyblade than Favorite Deputy, which makes sense. It makes sense. Favorite Deputy is the first one you get. But Honey Spell, we need Adamantite to upgrade that further, not Electrum. Well, that's unfortunate, because we don't have any Damascus anymore either. So we're going to keep our current setup, it seems like. After this recording session, I'm always ready. After this recording session, which I don't know when it's going to end, but it will end at some point in my lifetime, I'll go out and get some more Damascus and get the Pirate's Keyblade ready, because I'm definitely going to want to have that. I don't know. I really like the honey spout. I guess I just have to try it. Who's ready for some more Beth? Because we're gonna die a lot.
Sora, above you. I'm picking up some kind of threat.
There's threats everywhere.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I also need a map for this area, because I still don't know where the map for San Francisco is. And it's not like, oh, if you missed a map in this area, it's not that big. This is the only area in the game aside from the garage. So if you don't get the map for this area, you don't have the map for the entire fucking city. And if you don't have a map, this place is really easy to get lost in. It's not a fun time to not have a map here, believe me, because I've played this entire world before. Block Replenisher is actually amazing to have. So I'm definitely going to equip that ability, even if I have to unequip other abilities for it, because that is... If that does what I think it does, and I'm assuming it does, that heals you when you block. And for somebody who has a real issue with getting rid of the Ever After Keyblade because it's the only way, is this where you get the map? It fucking is! Okay, at least we have the map. Let's go up now. That's probably why I didn't get the map the first time, because I just immediately ran up this building. That makes at least a decent amount of sense. I'm still annoyed. Matter of fact, I might have actually just air-stepped up to here. You know what? I'm just happy to have the map now. Because that's going to make this entire situation so much easier. Maybe. I don't know if it will. At least getting out of the city. That's the thing I always have problems with, is getting out of the city. Goofy Bombadil, let's just immediately do that. Because otherwise it's going to run out. And Donald healed us, which you could stand to do that a little bit more often, Donald. I'm very glad that you did, but I'm not glad that you don't, like, at least half the time. Yeah, that really did loosen him up, didn't it? Let me keep it translated. Okay, so going back to that, if we have a decent alternative way of healing that's not based on shot lock, that is just better because I can use my shot lock offensively. But that also means that I can probably get rid of the Ever After Keyblade. Because I think the Arenal Keyblade, whatever it's called, is actually just straight up bad. It might not be, but it's at least worth checking it out, right? I'm trying to murder all of these fools first so that I can do this when a new wave spawns. See, when I'm actually putting in a little bit of focus here, I'm not bad at the game. Like, I am decently good at Kingdom Hearts. I'm not the best Kingdom Hearts gamer player, that's the word I was looking for, that has ever lived or anything. Not by a long shot, but I am somewhat decent at this game, I would argue. I haven't beaten Yuzora. I will never beat Yuzora. Yuzora is not a fight that was designed to be beaten. You can do it. It was not never like it's not the purpose of that fight to beat it. The purpose of that fight is to give you a challenge and be killed by it. Very clearly, at least to me. I've beaten every other optional fight in the entire series multiple times.
Something big's coming your way.
Some of them on Critical Mode, not all of them, I gotta admit. And I've beaten most games on Critical Mode. And I've beaten all the games like at least 3 or 4 times. I would say I'm fairly good at Kingdom Hearts.
I'll take care of it.
It's a fairly easy game. But your Zora is just bullshit. Is really what it comes down to. Oh my! I guess we heal. You know what? Maybe we can slow you. I don't think we can, but no, we definitely cannot. Okay, let's do this a little bit more slowly, because I feel like this is you are a dangerous boy. That you are. That you. When you actually attack, when you're not attacking, you're not that bad. Wait a second, don't you have a second weak spot on your back? I could have sworn you have a weak spot on your back. Why can't I hit your back? Wait, did your tail just kill me? I think your tail just killed me. I'm not okay with that. That should not be a damaging part of your body. Especially if you're charging forwards. That's highly not okay. Also, did you see how much HP this fucking piece of shit has? I didn't equip the block ability I just got. But I do now have this. The only reason I'm thinking about maybe keeping Avarafs up is this. Because this do be a powerful shot lock. The only reason that I'm thinking it's not that big a deal is frankly, I don't think this is going to deal that much damage. Yeah, no. Does like water actually do better against you? I don't think anything is going to do particularly great against you because of the armor. So I'm going to have to try that out after your armor is gone, which might take a while because you're rampaging. Yeah, that does make sense that something coming from the top doesn't actually get stopped by block. No. Yeah, no. That. Again, didn't equip it. I can't use prepare and retry. I just instinctively go for retry right away. Should not be doing that. Definitely shouldn't be. I am. Let me try one more time before I cut ahead. I'm gonna have to cut because this fight is being quite a bit of bullshit. That didn't even damage you. What do I have counter abilities for if you don't get damaged? You son of a... Okay. Let's see what water magic does against you. And fire magic? That is Fire Ra. Do I have Fire Guy yet? I don't. So it seems like Fire Ra is just the best to go with still, even though it definitely seems like this would be the kind of enemy that would be resistant to fire magic. You are, again, very, very scary. Please stop being scary. Oh no. You know what? Yeah, you can't block fire. That makes sense. I don't know if this is a great idea. Yeah, no, not particularly. I need to be able to block something. Even though I don't have renewal block or whatever. You can block fire, what? Okay, so you can block fire, but also get killed by his tail while he's not attacking with it. This enemy doesn't make any sense. You can attack his back. Maybe only after he goes into his armor state? I do not know. All I know is that I'm out of focus, and he still has over half his HP left. Also, I don't have any mana or significant amount of HP. You know what? If I can attack your back, why am I attacking your face? That is probably why. Why am I attacking your face? Because this seems a lot safer to do. I don't know if it is, but it seems a lot safer. Yeah, no, definitely that is a lot safer. Yeah, let's keep doing that. Until we get MP back, at which point we will try to heal ourselves within a reasonable time frame. For right now, I'm actually quite happy with how this is going, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's... Oh, that part doesn't actually get damaged by fire, so maybe this part does get damaged more by water magic? Seems like it does. That really seems like it did a lot more damage. What's going on? Where is he? No, really, where is he? I'll just go up a building. So oh, there we go. We have a tracker. Hey, it's Heartless! Does this mean... Wait a second, does this mean that if we die, we have a checkpoint? Or does this mean that we have to redo all of this? Let's change the phrasing on that. Not if we die, but when we die. Because you know we're gonna die. You do. We're going to die. We're not gonna survive this. Wait, is this... this does seem like a second phase to the fight. Maybe? I don't know. Does this do a shit ton of damage? No, not if you miss with it, you moron. Okay, your tail, very weak part of your body, apparently. And I'm a fan of that, because that means that I can actually murder you somewhat easily, especially if I Honey Blaster it up, and you are so fucking dead. Okay, we won that, and that obviously does give you Fire Regard. That makes all of the sense in the world. That wasn't too difficult. I do want to point out that so far I've played this entire game only using a cuisine boost once. And I kind of want to keep it that way.
Just try and catch me.
Again, didn't even think about using summons at all. That's not how that should work. They're still Heartless. You still can't just beat them by throwing a metal disc at them. That's not how Heartless work. This has been established time and time again.
I've got an idea.
Hey! I can't aim if I can't see. Huh?
Look, at least that makes sense.
Better?
Much better.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
What? Oh, I get it. It's a combo move. Nice, Baymax. Huh? What?
Now we
No, it's 2021. We don't do that anymore.
Bump?
to display excitement. Hero taught it to me.
Hero is an anti-vaxxer.
So, like this?
Ba-la-la-la-la-la.
Ba-la-la-la-la-la?
I really, really want... Is that the end of this world? I don't know if that happens at the end of this world. I really want the two Baymaxes to fist bump each other and then...
Can't we pick on one our own size?
It looks the right size to me.
Watch me scorch them with my freeze-nado! The only tornado made of ice and fire.
You took on the wrong court position.
And the wrong captain of the guard.
Prepare to face Keyblade Hero 3!
Oh, come on.
More fighting?
And the crime-fighting team of
We're gonna have to do another big Heartless.
together.
We're gonna do another big Heartless. I don't think we're actually gonna have to fight him. That's great! Love that. Because I hate those types of Heartless.
Was that awesome? Or was that totally awesome? Aha! Jumping!
I do love how, I mean, they're not subtle about this mirroring.
Your magic is amazing. Do you think I could study it sometime?
Why not?
You just made Donald's day.
This is even more dangerous than the clock tower, by the way, in Twilight Town. But they're not subtle about mirroring this. I do like how these kids have chocolate ice cream now instead of sea salt.
Now we try to do the same. Your brother? Yeah,
I'm presuming it's chocolate.
there was a fire and now he's gone.
There was an explosion as well.
But he always wanted to make a difference. He cared about people. That's why he worked so hard to create Baymax. I'm sorry. He's still here. In Baymax. In all of us.
Tadashi, he lives on in your hearts.
Huh? Yeah. Right. He will always be a part of us. In some way.
And when you're not strong enough, he'll make up the difference.
See? Very not subtle. Not even a bit. like just the eye and hair transformation should have been enough.
Sora.
Because
Yeah.
that by itself is a very not subtle way of doing it. But changing all these kids to like hanging up pants and all that, that's just a little too much in my opinion.
I'm with you.
But hey, maybe I'm being too harsh, and it makes sense to visualize it that way for most people. Because otherwise, people would bitch that there's like not enough build up to Roxas coming back. I guess. Again, I think the hair and eye transformation there, it's mostly hair. The eyes are similar enough. Like is enough.
Great, they're back.
Oh, we got this.
Time for a lesson.
Charge!
Wait! Guys! That one's not like the others! It can't be. Microbots?
Microbots?
Huh?
You know.
Yeah, they're in the vaccine.
Well, they're different from Heartless.
Microbots are designed to do whatever you think via a neurotransmitter that communicates what you're...
You think it do?
They're kind of a mini bot I invented. Some bad stuff happened and I thought that meant they were totally gone. But those enemies are way too
They're really not,
similar,
though.
which means someone's controlling them. The question is who? Huh. Could it be?
Tadashi.
I'm gonna go back to the garage and look into it some more. You mind going after him?
Sure.
Of course.
We need you on the sciencey stuff.
Sora, you're adorable, but you're so dumb.
Baymax? Stick with them.
I like Sora in this game is just great.
Sora, Donald, Goofy. I will be your personal healthcare companion.
Thanks, Baymax. We're in good hands. Come on, let's move.
Do we need a separate map for the nighttime? No, we don't. Okay, that's good. Then, do we have any save points nearby? Because I feel like this is a pretty good point to end off a recording session.
Thank you.
If not, I guess we're doing a third episode today. It doesn't seem like there's any save points anywhere near. So I guess we're just gonna keep on going and see what this ends up going. I'm already lost. I see a save point on the map. We're going there. Okay, maybe that is where we're supposed to be going anyway. I feel like that's where we're supposed to be going anyway. Yeah, we're probably gonna get stopped before the save. Probably actually just after save point. Now that I think about it, because that's how save point work. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.